What's up, guys? I'm here in the Ecuadorian Andes enjoying a little bit of AM sunshine. Sun's about to pop out from behind that cloud right there and blast me. But yeah, every morning I like to get outside. First I take like a cold shower. Then I like to come outside, play around in the garden a little bit, dig around in the dirt, make sure my plants are doing good, and get some vitamin D. The morning sunshine, in the morning, anytime before noon, I try to get outside. Now, I just did a podcast with my buddy Ruben Salinas, and he was saying that anytime before 11 a.m. is the optimal time for you to get your vitamin D, for you to irradiate yourself with the sunshine, which is not dangerous, which does not cause cancer. That is a misconception. But yeah, get your vitamin D, get out in the sun, get as much sun on your naked body as you can, and you will reap the benefits. You will reap the benefits in your recovery, in your sleep, in your energy throughout the day, in your mood, in the function of your brain. So that vitamin D is important, and supplementing it is not ideal. Sometimes it's necessary, but it's not always ideal. So wanted to throw a quick video out today before I get started with all my work that I've got to do. And the title of this video is a ketogenic diet difficult to maintain long term? And the answer to that question is not at all. Ketogenic diet is ridiculously easy to maintain long term. A lot of people who start a keto diet get like that's I'm gonna say addicted. That's a kind of a loaded term, but it is kind of an addictive diet. It's really, really easy to maintain long term, and there's so many benefits to it, such as not being hungry all the time, so you can do other things, focus on other things. But a ketogenic diet for a lot of people is incredibly easy to maintain long term. In the beginning, it might seem daunting. It might sound not as, let me turn the camera a little bit because the sun's getting washed out there. In the beginning, it might sound daunting. It might sound not as appetizing as you may later find it to be. As you get into that groove of sourcing good foods, preparing delicious meals, and losing body fat and enjoying yourself, or if your goal is to gain muscle, you can gain muscle as well, although it might be a little bit more difficult to gain muscle because the satiety is so high. So it can be hard to eat at such a surplus. But what a lot of people find is they're able to, and this is not scientifically proven, this is like bro science everybody likes to talk about, but a lot of people find that they're able to sustain their body fat levels, their level of leanness on higher calories than they would be able to if they're eating a high carb diet. But for a lot of reasons, a ketogenic diet is incredibly easy to maintain long term. Once you get in that groove, it's freaking simple. I mean, I've tried several times to do like more than a few days of higher carb intake, and I never get past one day of trying to eat carbs because I just crave the fatty, salty foods now. Your body learns, your body gets into that groove, and it's trained to enjoy, crave, and utilize fats. So, I mean, if I eat carbs for a day, I'll enjoy the taste of it. I'm not saying I don't enjoy the taste of carbs. Sugars, carbs, sweets always taste good. But after you've done a ketogenic diet for a long time, there's just something that's not the same about the carbs. It's really easy to just look at them and know that they would taste good, but I don't know, for some reason it just, the hunger isn't there for the carbs. And this happens to a lot of people. This isn't just my anecdote. A lot of people that I talk to, a lot of my friends that I work with and clients that I work with feel the same way. They get on a ketogenic diet, they're doing it for a couple months, and they're like, I don't want to get off this. I mean, a lot of people get to the point where they've lost the weight they want to lose. And when people get into these diets, they think they're just going to diet, and then they're going to go back to eating whatever they want, which is a ridiculous cycle to keep going, and not very beneficial for long-term body composition and health. But a lot of people that do a ketogenic diet end up staying on it long-term. There's many reasons for that: the high satiety, the low hunger, and one of my favorite things about it is just the deliciousness and the variety of foods that you can consume. Now, one of the common critiques of a keto diet is, oh, like that's so restricted. You're not going to eat carbohydrates. You're going to eliminate an entire macronutrient from your diet. And this is a misconception, but it's also a weird kind of twisted mentality, because if you're going to do a high carb diet, you're nearly eliminating fats. I mean, you have people that are eating like less than 60 grams of fat per day, yet pooping on a ketogenic diet, because ketogenic dieters often stay under 30 grams of carbs a day for most of them. Some bigger people with more muscle mass can handle more carbs. There's different strategies. Some people do cyclical ketogenic diets where they do high carb intake one day. I don't really recommend that for most people. A lot of people do what's called a targeted ketogenic diet, like my buddy Luis Villaseñor. Shout out to you. We'll have on the podcast again, I think this week. But he utilizes a targeted ketogenic diet. Well, he will intake 30 grams of carbohydrates pre-workout. So a ketogenic diet isn't a no-carb diet. Some people do take that route. I don't recommend that to most people. But some people, like Andrew Scarborough, who I just talked to, was dealing with serious cancer and found that he had a lot of sensitivities to salicylates or other compounds that are in a lot of plants. He utilizes a zero-carb diet because that's what works for him. But ketogenic diet, long-term, once you get into your groove and you realize what foods you like, you acquire more knowledge on how to utilize the ingredients, and you start getting really good and gourmet with your cooking and your food prep. It's really easy to maintain. I crave the foods I eat. I don't crave junk food. Once you get into that groove, the cravings go away. All the thoughts about carbs and the cravings when you get stressed for carbs, for most people, those go away after a few weeks, and you feel great. So a ketogenic diet, don't be afraid of it. If you're thinking about trying it, try it. Do it right. Make sure you're getting in sufficient fats to fuel you. Don't just go super high protein, zero fat when you're trying to adapt. That's not going to work out well for you. You're going to feel like crap. Make sure you're getting your electrolytes in. And back to the protein thing. I'm not saying you should be afraid of protein. I'm just saying if you eat only protein, you're going to have a difficult time adapting to a keto diet. You got to get those fats in. You got to give your body enough fuel. You can't just, you don't want to drastically cut calories in the beginning. But make sure your electrolytes are in check. Drink things like bone broth. Eat lots of oily fish. Get in those good fats and enjoy it. Enjoy the variety of foods you're able to eat. People like to bash it and say it's very restricted. But as far as diets go, for sticking to a long-term strategy, a long-term lifestyle change, dietary change, a ketogenic diet for a lot of people is incredibly easy to maintain long-term and really, really fun and obviously rewarding, because there's so many people that are doing it long-term, so many people that are like completely hooked on it and loving it. So if you're thinking about doing a keto diet and you're afraid, you're reading these comments from the 12 to 14-year-old on the YouTube channels, don't worry about it. If you're thinking about it, try it. If you like fatty foods, if you like meats and proteins and cream sauces and stuff like that, try it out. There's nothing to fear about a ketogenic diet. It's not an unsustainable diet. It's incredibly easy to stay on long term. Don't fear the keto. It's really easy to maintain long term. Very fun and rewarding. And yeah, loads of people are doing it long term. Loads of people are reaping the benefits of it. There's nothing to fear. So if you like this video, please like it. YouTube works with algorithms and whatnot, and the more likes you get, the higher priority it gets. So if you want to keep seeing content like this, make sure to like the video. You can check us out at www.primaledgehealth.com. Have a great day.